How's it going? My name is Yakov. I'm a second-year medical student currently. Today I'm going to be taking you through another day in the life. As you can tell, it is freezing outside. It's, I think, 30 degrees right now, which for me is really, really cold because I'm from California. So I'm surprised I'm even alive right now. So I'm currently headed towards the library to get some studying done. Later today, I've got a mandatory meeting. After that, I'll have neuroanatomy lab, which is always difficult, but very important. And finally, I'm going to finish the day with another hospital visit. During those hospital visits, each medical student visits a patient in the hospital, performs a physical exam, takes a good medical history, and practices clinical skills. So I'm at the library. I'm just going to get some studying done.
Travels on lateral fibers, and those fibers don't cross an optic chiasm. And your lateral vision travels on nasal fibers, and those fibers do cross an optic chiasm.
They're positive in the direct pathway. So they fire on neurons that go to the globus pallidus internus.
Nice. Okay, what other input goes to the striatum besides the acetylcholinergic neurons?
There's dopaminergic neurons.
So we just finished anatomy lab. Today we had some neuroanatomy. What did we study today?
We studied the brain.
We did study the brain.
It's complicated.
It is complicated. So what did we learn today? What are some things we learned? Flocculonodular lobe.
Flocculonodular lobe.
Yes. So as you can see, these are the crazy people I have to put up with every week. I love them very much. We've had anatomy together actually since the beginning of anatomy period, right? Since January. So that's it for anatomy lab today. Up next, gonna head home, change, and get ready for a hospital visit. Okay, so we just finished our hospital visit. Another amazing patient. It is absolutely freezing still.
Yeah.
It's not getting any warmer.
No.
So we're wearing jackets over white coats over shirts. So Ben, what did you think of our patient today?
As you said, just another great person.
Yeah.
You know, it's really amazing that we get to spend so much time talking to them.
So our patient today was in recovery after a surgery called an esophagectomy. An esophagectomy is essentially a removal of part of your esophagus. We're going to explain why he needed part of his esophagus removed in a bit.
Yeah, that one's a pain in the neck.
Oh my God.
You know?
You'll get that joke in a minute when we do a little more explaining. So today I was responsible for performing the physical exam.
True.
And Ben, what did you do?
I did the history.
So why don't we tell the viewers at home what a medical history involves?
So a medical history is kind of to get a thorough understanding of what's going on with the patient. You ask a lot of focused questions to try to figure out not only what's going on with them right then, but also what's happened in the past, in their family, and their lives in general. For example, our patient today had diabetes, GERD, which is basically acid reflux.
And as for the physical exam, I just performed a typical abdominal exam. Oops, sorry. Abdominal exam, cardiovascular exam, pulmonary exam, things like that, just to get practice in, and also for our own learning. So we're always very grateful to our patients for letting us essentially practice on them. They've been very receptive, and we're very fortunate. Okay, so we're back in the house. This is my room. Welcome. So we wanted to talk to you a little bit more about our patient today.
But before our teaching moment, there's actually something special I want to point out, because I just noticed it a couple minutes ago.
Okay.
So we're in Yakov's room,
Yeah.
just so you can get to know a little bit more about Yakov.
Yes.
It's a tiny little chessboard with
That
like
is.
these handcrafted chess pieces.
Yeah.
Yakov is practically a chess master.
Not
His
true.
dad is literally a chess master.
No, that is true.
That is true. Me and Nick, who you might have met in other videos, we actually got this for him from Italy when we went. Before we did our
yeah,
teaching.
no, it's definitely one of my prized possessions.
So we mentioned on our walk that our patient today had a medical history of GERD, and we called that acid reflux. So to be a little more specific, that means when acid from your stomach is going up into your esophagus, because the sphincter that's supposed to keep that down isn't working as well. It's a little loose. And so you get this acid in your esophagus, and if this happens constantly enough over usually many years, you can get something called Barrett's esophagus, which is a precancerous lesion. And so what it seemed like in our patient was that this Barrett's esophagus had transitioned into an actual cancer of the esophagus, specifically an adenocarcinoma.
And something else to consider is that our patient today also had a history of alcohol use and smoking. And like acid from the stomach, both of those things can irritate your esophagus, especially over many years. And so that can likewise lead to esophageal cancer. But our patient had his cancer successfully removed, and he is currently in recovery.
So, as we mentioned before, to remove the tumor, the patient had an esophagectomy. So in this case, they actually did an incision through the neck, hence my earlier joke, and they brought a part of the stomach up into the chest area. So that way there was still continuous flow of food, and the patient could eat normally in the future.
So we're just hoping for the best for this really amazing patient.
Yeah, it was really nice to talk to. You know what? All this talk about esophaguses and stomachs really works up an appetite. I think we should go make dinner.
All right, so that's it for this day in the life. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks, Ben, for joining me today.
Yeah, no, of course. I mean, I didn't have a choice for a lot of it.
That's true. That's true. And so if you enjoyed the video, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe. Any comments or concerns, leave them down in the comments below. I'll be sure to reply. Until next time, bye-bye.